TwitchCon 2025, day 2. Let's go. We're gonna have some conversations and we're gonna change some lives. Welcome back. The TwitchCon energy just keeps rolling. And today we're tackling 2 big money principles: how not to waste it and what happens if you withdraw your money from your 401k. First up, we talk about how to make sure you're not wasting a dime. All right, I'm gonna turn this way. You make me feel very short.
No, I'm sorry.
You're too good looking and too tall, brother.
No. I'm a little tall, yeah. All right.
All right, so I'm not sure, we were talking beforehand, but you kind of wanted to know...
how do I not waste my money,
Yeah, the most important thing to actually do is write down every penny.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything, because it'll be an eye-opening, life-changing experience. Yes. You realize, wow, I'm wasting $300 on Pokemon cards.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not necessarily a problem that you were spending that money, it's that you didn't know.
Yeah.
Right, so with a full budget, you're able to see where all your money's going and go, I'm gonna spend less on this. Everything else I feel fine with. Now I'm gonna start saving these cutbacks. And that's really it, it's being aware.
Yeah.
Most people, I bet you, if you walked around to any 10 random people and said, hey, do you have a detailed, itemized budget? They're gonna go, nope. And that's how it is for most people. Now, later in life, you might not need that.
Yeah.
Because everything's set on automatic,
yes.
You have more money, you're just comfortable.
Exactly.
But you should still always be aware.
Yeah, because a lot of young people start wasting their money early. Yeah, that's a big problem.
I maxed out a credit card at 18 years old.
Yeah.
And I didn't pay it off till I was like 21 or something like that. So that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to help people not make my mistakes and common mistakes.
I was gonna ask you, what's your opinion on like carrying cash and having something on your card? Because, for example, a lot of people put all their cash on their bank account, which is like good for your credit and things. But it's like, at what point do you think people start like losing? At what point do you think when people start using their card too much, they'll lose the touch with the money, right? So they don't really know how much money they're spending. They're just swiping the card.
Yes,
you know?
I mean that's a really great point. I mean that really comes down to discipline too with the budget, because you'll notice. Oh man, what was the first part of your question? I'm so sorry.
Like, what's your opinion on it? Like, do you think people should carry more cash or less?
So the one reason I really love cash, and my wife and I actually did this when we were dating, but we pulled out, I forgot what it was, like $100 each, or something like that. And this was our money to spend on any sort of dating or anything that we wanted to do. So I really like it from a discipline standpoint. You don't get credit card rewards or anything like that, but you know, this is the money I have to spend. So I do think cash is a very good tool for people to use to keep track and make sure they're not spending too much.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Do you know how it's easier? Like, do you want me to write it down on like paper, or you think there's like something that I can use, a tool or something like
Excel.
that? Excel.
I don't
like Excel thing.
I like Excel because you can edit it month by month, day by day. It auto totals for you and stuff like that. Like, I don't mean to be cheesy. On my Patreon, it's free, but there's a free budget spreadsheet.
What's your Patreon?
Free advice guide.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah, or if you wanna scan that.
Yeah, I can do that later.
Yeah, we'll do that later. But you can do it with just a basic thing. You just write it all down and realize. But eventually you'll itemize. So Excel, or there are programs, right? You put it in your phone. Right when you spend it, you write it down. It'll start to total it for you. I just don't have enough experience with the programs to vouch for one.
I get it. Do you think? Can I ask another question?
Yeah, as many as you want.
I was going to say. Do you think for taxes, right? At what age or at what income do you think people should start like trying to get tax write-offs and documenting all the taxes? Because a lot of people have trouble with that. And before you even make money, like day one. Like even when you made $30 for the whole year, you should start keeping track, because it's more about the practice. Right? If you do it when you make no money, when it doesn't really matter, but you're in such a process that you're tracking everything, that once you start making money, it just continues being part of your process. You're not having to like change anything. Because especially in the US, a lot of people will get a big check and then they'll just go buy shit, and then at the end they'll get the notification that they actually need to pay the taxes on it.
Yes.
So yeah.
100%. So now, are you talking about like more freelancers when they get paid?
Yeah.
So a good thing to do there is take whatever you think you're going to make for the whole year, gross it up by like 20%, make that your assumed earnings for the year, and start setting aside taxes for that. Now, you don't get taxed really until you make over a certain amount, but start practicing it early.
You're right.
But if you start setting aside taxes based on that gross up amount you think you're going to make, you will then, at worst case scenario, well, I guess it's not worst case scenario, but you might have some extra cash because, okay, I don't have to send all this to taxes, it's just my money now.
Yes.
But on a worst case, you made more money than you thought.
That's true.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you just don't want to be sitting there holding the bag like you said, like, uh-oh, now I owe $5,000 in taxes. Oh, man.
That's true. Thank you so much.
Yeah, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sure, go ahead.
What is a financial lesson that you've learned that you think other people could benefit from?
Financial. As I said, it's, for example, what you already said, the budgeting. If you write things down, that's very helpful. But for example, if you have, a lot of people have like Netflix today and a lot of other things, and they think it's all right to like go in debt a little bit, or like, all right, I don't have $200, but I really want this. I can pay it back another time. But they don't really know how much money they'll make. So I guess you just need to pay attention on how much you spend and try really knowing how many like services you have, Spotify, Netflix, because then you'll think, all right, I have like $40, I can go buy food. And then you see, oh my God, Netflix took money, this took money, that took money. So, you know, just be aware of what you actually have on your card and what money is being taken from you, you know? So, but you already said that, so thank you so much.
No, I mean, you added the additional on there, man. I really appreciate it.
It was nice to meet you.
Thank you for stopping me. I appreciate it, man.
Course.
It was good talk.
Thank you.
At Free Advice Guy, our mission is to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. If you'd like to join the mission, click the Patreon link down below for a free budgeting worksheet and exclusive community content and live streams. Together, we will help millions of people achieve financial literacy. I want to give a special shout out to our contributing Patreon members. Patreon is going to be the lifeblood of this mission. With your help, we are going to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. Next up, we have a gentleman who asked a very common question. What happens if I take money out of my 401k? Alrighty.
So I have a question about 401k.
Hey, let's go.
I just got fired from my job and I got almost a good amount of money, like $6,000. And I was wanting to withdraw that. What exactly would be the penalty you think, like the 10% for the IRS? What happened come tax season?
Yeah, so let's, first, I don't generally recommend you pull it out unless you absolutely have to, because that's money that you can never make up for. But you're gonna have a 10% early withdrawal penalty because you're under 59.5, and then all the money that you pull out gets added to your tax basis and an ordinary income tax rate. So all of that gets added, and then you're taxed on it. So
okay. So when the time comes, like, will I have to pay all of that, like, or will I just pay like, or just what?
So it all depends on what your income was over the year.
Gotcha.
Right? Because there are some income levels where you're not going to owe tax. But then, you know, as you start to creep up with the progressive tax rates, you owe more on the amount above a certain amount. If that makes sense, it's kind of like a ladder. So you wouldn't owe that whole amount. Somebody just got a crazy Pokemon card, I think is what's going on. We'll go check that out. But you will owe tax based on what your total income is for the year. So if that's the only $6,000 you have, you might not owe anything. But if it's your whole yearly salary for the last 9 months plus this $6,000, it just gets added on. So you owe tax on the whole amount of income for the year.
Okay, so even it's usually a bad idea to do it, but if you really need to, then just go for it. Pretty much, it's desperate time, desperate measures.
It's your money, right? If you're truly desperate, but I would explore every avenue possible before you have to pull that money out.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What's a financial lesson that you've learned that you think other people could benefit from?
Oh gosh, I feel like a really good thing is just kind of like just split your money into 2 separate weeks. So like, for example, say you work a job like you get paid like weekly, take 2 of that, have fun, but then the next 2 weeks, use that for the important stuff, like your bills, rent, etc. So pretty much just divide it and just have for fun, have for responsibilities.
All right, so budget for your bills with 1 check, budget for everything else with another check?
Exactly.
All right, that could be a good way to budget.
Yes, sir.
Cool, I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Both of these interviews were packed with practical tips that can save you serious money in the long run. I hope you got something out of them. That's all for today's video, but don't miss tomorrow's episode where we talk about Bitcoin and skyrocketing financially. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll catch you in the next video.